The next chapter in the abortion fight heads back to the courtroom. WDRB's Monica Harkins tells us about a lawsuit just filed aimed at stalling or blocking Kentucky's abortion ban. Monica?
The ACLU of Kentucky and Planned Parenthood filed a case this afternoon on behalf of clinics like this one here in downtown Louisville. EMW Women's Surgical Center canceled 20 abortions Friday when the Supreme Court reversed Roe v. Wade. The group says Kentucky's Constitution protects the right to privacy and bodily autonomy. And while Kentucky's law is headed back into the courtroom, Indiana's legislature is headed to its capital to craft one of its own. Abortion is a human right! An uproar of disapproval as the nation's Supreme Court overturns federal abortion protections.
Your name is life.
Meanwhile, songs of gratitude for many pro-life advocates in Kentucky.
It's been a long time coming for a lot of our people.
Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron says the state's trigger law, the Human Life Protection Act, passed in March of 2019. And with Roe v. Wade overturned, it means physicians in Kentucky cannot help terminate a pregnancy under any circumstance other than if the mother's life is at risk. Cameron says women who have a miscarriage are not affected under this law.
I think we're going to have months of real confusion on the ground.
An IU professor of law says regardless of which state you're in, there's now a scramble for providers to find accurate legal advice on what regulations apply in each state.
And so what is this going to mean for hospital systems not wanting to get involved in terms of litigation?
Without a trigger law, some abortions are still legal for Hoosiers, but likely not for long. Indiana lawmakers are expected to tackle the issue during a special session that starts next week.
Indiana will likely severely restrict abortion.
As for to what extent, it's still not clear until the legislation is drafted. Republican Senator Chris Garton, representing most of southern Indiana, released a statement the day of the ruling, saying in part, "As a pro-life conservative, I'm looking forward to continuing to stand up for the unborn while expanding services for pregnant mothers and newborn babies." As it stands now, the doors here will remain closed, and if a Kentucky physician performs an abortion that isn't deemed medically necessary to the mother's life, it is considered a felony. Now, the groups that filed these lawsuits are hoping to block that ban until the courts can review the case. Live in downtown Louisville, Monica Harkins, WDRB News.